Bodoh betul lah. Okay.
Hey guys, Jackie M from Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and this is series 7, our special series where all our chefs attempt recipes from Her Majesty Queen Azizah of Malaysia's cookbooks, and it's my turn to cook, right? So make sure you say hello, let us all know where you're watching from, and also don't forget to sign up at malaysianchefs.com/join today. So I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be attempting one of Tunku Azizah's recipes, and it is called Ayam Masak Lemak Hitam, which the English translation for which is chicken in a rich cream sauce. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this dish and what I plan to show you. But we've got Leeza Yeo who's going to be co-hosting me. But while you settle down, and share this out to everyone, by the way, guys, while you settle down, we're just going to play a quick clip from Tourism Malaysia. We'll see you back here in 30 seconds. Yep. Hey, now, hey, now, that was a big flow. Hey, now, you gotta see the belief. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Come on, come on, come on. Gotta make a move to get there right now. Somewhere nice that we can get away. Better than the ordinary day. You're my paradise. Malaysia, truly Asia. Hey guys, Jackie M back again. And first of all, Junjung kasih tuanku for the privilege of being able to cook a dish from your cookbook. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in these recipes, first of all, you can sign up to our website. But second of all, if you want the cookbooks, you can look them up at cheminasayang.com. All right, we'll post a link later on. And all the proceeds of these cookbooks go towards charity. And what they are, essentially, they are preservation of the home state of the Queen, which is Pahang, the traditional recipes there. All right, so make sure you get a copy for delivery to wherever you are, and it's in both English and Malay as well. So Leeza in Frankfurt, apa khabar?
Kabar baik, guten Tag. Yeah. Hi, Jackie. No, it's quite strange because like you always do the introduction, you come in, you intro, you pop in, and then you pop out, and then you pop in again. This time you pop in, you do the intro, you cook, and then later pop out. Very long you have to stay.
I know, it's not fair.
I know. Next time I introduce you, okay? But you have a very sexy voice. Do you know that?
No. First I've been told, but thank you.
Yeah, my girlfriends all told me like, hey, I like to follow Jackie because her voice is very sexy. I said, hey, my voice not sexy. She said, no, your voice too rough. I'm jealous.
No. So what are you? Debbie Harry blondie voice. You remind me of Debbie Harry. We were just talking behind the scenes, by the way, guys, about how Leeza, if she had to live her life all over again, she'll be a rock star. But you'd be the perfect blondie. You'll be the brunette blondie.
I want to be blondie dum-dum, you know.
Hola.
Okay, my dear. So today I'm very excited. Actually, it's the first time I'm going to see the founder of MOMC actually cooking, and I have the privilege of hosting you. So let's get started, Jackie. What are you going to do?
Okay, yeah, sure. All right. So like I said, I'm making a dish called Ayam Masak Lemak Hitam, which the English translation for which is chicken in a rich cream sauce. Now, the recipe itself, we want to be respectful and follow the Queen's recipes, the recipes from the Queen's cookbooks as faithfully as possible. But I have made a couple of tweaks, and really the only tweak I've made is the recipe actually calls for chicken, a whole chicken, right, and cut into 12 pieces. I didn't get a whole chicken; I got chicken legs, right? So here in Australia, we tend to buy our chicken in either chicken fillets or chicken pieces, essentially. So this is a very simple recipe. So what we're going to learn about in this particular session, a couple of things. This will be a great recipe if you are gluten intolerant, okay? And if you are wanting to go for the low carb option in in dishes. Okay, so this is a creamy dish with protein, but no carbs in there, and also, well, very, very tiny amount of carbs with just a pinch of sugar that goes in. Okay, but as far as the ingredients, we're going to just start preparing the chicken. So what you want to do is, first of all, just let me change the layout a little bit so you can see the if I can. Okay, so first of all, you've got the chicken legs here, and what we want to do is we just want to basically marinate them with some salt and some turmeric powder. Okay, so, and in the meantime, I've got some oil here that's just heating up. Okay, so we're just coating this with turmeric and salt. So everyone should be able to get, that's the other thing about this recipe, it's very simple. The ingredients aren't that hard to find. Okay, so regardless of where you are, and I know because I've done cooking demonstrations for so long now and to an international audience, and generally they'll have all kinds of trouble finding certain ingredients, especially they're a little bit too exotic. Okay, not so in this particular session. The ingredients are pretty straightforward, so you should be able to find them, if not in your supermarket, then at your local, maybe Asian or Indian grocery store. Okay, because the ingredients, like I said, the kind of stuff you should be able to find pretty easily. So we've got the chicken just coated with a bit of salt and some turmeric, and then what we want to do, we heat up some oil over here, and I've got probably about 2/3 about
a lot of oil?
A cup of oil. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm using a fair bit. It didn't specify in the recipe how much oil. It just says oil to fry up the chicken till it's 3/4 cooked. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. And the with the other ingredients, I've actually prepped them, but let's talk a little bit more about what they are. So what I've got here, I want some onion and I want some ginger. Okay, now shallots here in Australia, that's the other change that I made. Okay, because here in Australia we don't shallots are not that easy to come by that we use in Malaysia. Okay, so in lieu of shallots I use onion, right? So there's onion and also some ginger, right? So onion and ginger that I've blended to a paste over here. I've just done it ahead so that you don't hear the food processor going. And I've got some ginger as well. Okay, so this is ginger in a paste form. Ginger, garlic. All right, so garlic in the paste form, onion and ginger. So everyone should be able to get a hold of those pretty easily. And here I've got some cumin powder. Okay, so you should be able to get cumin or cumin powder. You've got whole cumin seeds, then you can just pound them, and you don't have to roast them or anything like that. Just use them as is. Okay, and this here is black pepper that's been crushed. And over here I've got some fennel powder. Okay, so again, I actually didn't have fennel in powder form. I had fennel seeds, so I just pounded them into like a finely crushed fennel. Right, so those are the ingredients. As far as the seasoning, it's just salt and a little bit of sugar, okay, to taste. Now,
it's actually very simple,
yeah. For Malaysian recipe, it is very
basic ingredient, Yeah.
So let's
Jackie, before you go on, so many people, you try. There are so many people that already say hello. Now the names have disappeared. Some is like Annie. I always see Annie Thompson. Bob, Chef Bob also say hello to us. Happy to see you guys. Dato Hamima, and then Winnie also say hello to us. Everyone, like what? Also from where? Oh, good to see us back from Zul here. So many lah. Haim Azham from cloudy KL. Haim, not just KL cloudy, Frankfurt also cloudy now. This morning raining only. From Shah Alam Haslina saying hello to everyone, to us. You can just Sheila from Frankfurt. This is the girl that says you got very sexy voice.
I'm losing my voice because I use it so much. If it sounds sexy, it's not on purpose.
We've got someone also from Bristol. So everybody is saying hello from all over the world, saying hello to us. Jackie is cooking. Guys, you can also don't just type hello or hi lah. Type something like other questions. Tell us how your day is. So it becomes more fun, yeah. Not just hi or hello. I tired, keep on saying hello or hi.
Yeah, tell us how your day is.
Sorry.
Tell us what the weather is like in your part of the world, because funnily enough, it's cloudy and wet here in Sydney as well. So, unless Paul tells us he's got a
Yeah.
beautiful day in South Africa, I think the whole world is just like really miserable and rainy because of because of the COVID situation
Yeah.
and Christmas
Yeah,
coming up.
I think so. Yeah, Christmas coming up. It's not going to be joyful anymore, yeah. Because like even in Germany right now, we have a lot of lockdown, and all the shops are closed. So it's like really not very nice anymore. Okay, it's sunny here. Somebody from Masters of Malaysian Cuisine say, but the
That will
clouds
be
are
Paul.
coming. Oh, that will be
That will be
Paul.
Paul, our
Hey,
co yeah.
Paul. It's gonna rain on you, Paul. Watch out.
Yeah, I know. All right. So
Yeah.
yeah, we've got the chicken and it's just frying away, and we want to fry it till it's 3/4 cooked. Okay. So pretty
Okay.
easy. If you're attempting
Mm-hmm.
this at home, just chicken. Just cover it with a little bit of salt and some turmeric, and then you fry it up. And also, we went through the dry ingredients. Now, insofar as
Mm-hmm.
the sauce, it's going to be coconut milk. All right. So I've got coconut milk here and coconut water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now here in Sydney, it's
Wow.
really pretty hard to get a hold of fresh coconut for the coconut water, right? So I actually use this from a packet.
Mm-hmm.
If if you live in the West, you would know of like coconut water that people drink. Probably not ideal, but it's better than nothing. So I've got coconut water and coconut milk, and then
Yeah.
all these other ingredients that are going in. Okay, so pretty straightforward.
Okay.
The
So
so Lisa,
when
would
you
you
when
like
you
to go?
fry the chicken thigh, right? Do you want to put like a lot of turmeric or only just 1 tablespoon? Because it's
It's
sometimes
really
people cannot judge how much turmeric to put.
Yeah. It's just a tablespoon. It's funny, this cookbook uses dessert spoon as the measurement, which I'm not that familiar with, because to me it's either teaspoon
Mm-hmm.
or tablespoon. But dessert spoon, I had to
Mm-hmm.
Google how much is a dessert spoon. So a dessert spoon is a little bit more than an Australian tablespoon. All right. So I know, like, in America, 1 tablespoon is 15 ml, like 3 teaspoons. But in Australia and in the UK, 1 tablespoon is 4 teaspoons, and one dessert spoon is like 11 point something mil. So a dessert spoon is actually no, it's actually 2 teaspoons, a little bit more than 2 teaspoons. So a dessert spoon is like just kind of like yeah, it's a strange measurement to me, but I had to go and calibrate it. I don't know if anyone uses dessert spoon in
Yeah.
their
I
cooking.
are
Do
this
you,
American. They
Lisa?
always want to be different. I beg your pardon?
Do you use dessert spoon or?
No. I only use tablespoon or teaspoon, and I have all the
Okay.
different measurements, and they are normally 15 ml for 1 tablespoon, and a teaspoon is 5 ml. This American, they always want to be different. Theirs instead of 15 ml must be 20 ml. We don't have to follow American. We follow Australia or England because we were once under the British Empire.
If you guys can tell, she's a little bit crazy, this one.
No. Any said it's wet and cloudy in the UK. Of course, any UK, the weather, you wake up every day wet, cloudy, wet, cloudy. This is my experience also.
I
But
know, right?
when you
I
get
agree.
sun, it will be really beautiful. Yeah.
I agree, because I lived in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I like Hayim says our queen cooks agar agar. That is the secret. I cook agar agar as well, but because it's the queen's recipe, I had to be respectful and follow it as close as possible. But that's how I cook. I'm a full-on agar agar person. Hayim says, did you know that in the Philippines, occasionally the locals cook rice with coconut water taste? Oh, I did not know that though. That's a nice good tip. I'll have to
Yeah.
try that. That's
I was
very
living in
cool.
the Philippines at one time, yeah.
Did you?
And yeah, I was when I was working in the Philippines. I was living there for a while, and I've never seen like this rice with coconut water cook.
No.
A lot of
Maybe
people
it's
are saying,
different parts.
Yeah, Yuyun from Frankfurt. She's Indonesian. She's also saying hello. And Chef Bob says Malaysia we agak-agak. But it's true, my dear. Even when I cook, like when my mom gives me the recipe, she's so mean, yeah. She will say onion, ginger, garlic, just like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Amount, go figure.
Yeah. I know. That's good. I'm
So that is
glad I'm not
agak-agak.
the only one. Okay, so guys, what we're going to do, I've got
Yeah,
another
but
pan here. I'm just
okay.
heating up, and we're going to actually start to bring the sauces to a boil. Okay, so we've got the coconut milk and the coconut water. So we'll just start bringing it to a boil. And the other thing I forgot to mention, we also have asam keping. All right, this is tamarind slices. Now, for the longest time, I thought asam keping was from is the same as asam jawa, except in keping in slice form. But actually, it's not. Asam jawa, which is what you use for tamarind pulp, is a different type of tamarind to asam keping. This is asam gelugo. All right, so that's a fun fact. If you
Yes,
like me
asam
have been
keping is asam gelugo.
yeah.
My
For the longest
sister
time,
is
I didn't
saying
realize.
hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lynn, how are you?
There's Lynn,
And
yeah.
hi, Annie.
This
Hi,
is all
Hasina. Hi,
very good.
Yuyun.
And
Yep.
look, so many people say hello to us.
And
Guys,
Chef Bob.
don't say hello lah. Say other things also can. Say other.
So, which part of the Philippines did you
Oh,
live
Annie
in,
also cook
Lisa?
agak-agak.
Good.
Manila.
The
I was
best way.
living in Manila for it was about like on and off, yeah, for a while. Then
Right.
it was quite nice also to be able to experience different things. But I don't want to comment too much. In the Philippines, I find it hard to eat. Anybody from
So
Philippines
Malaysian
watching
food, right,
us,
guys?
don't scold me,
Malaysian
okay?
food still. Yeah. Malaysian food is like what we miss, right? Especially Malaysian food in
Malaysian,
Malaysia.
yeah, Malaysian food, yeah, it's it's completely different like from Thai food or from Chinese food because maybe we are very lucky. We have Indian, Malay, Chinese, the Eurasian. So there is a fusion of different kind of variety of food that you can actually get. That's why it makes us a little bit pampered. That's why we miss our food,
Yeah, exactly.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's when you live overseas, yeah, that you realize how much you actually miss home cooked food. Those that
I
live in
agree.
Malaysia, they always want to eat only white man food lah, all this lah. But when you live abroad, you die for sambal belacan.
I know. It's funny how like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like when it's funny how when I go back to Malaysia or when I have visitors from Malaysia, they come to Australia and they want to eat out. They just want pizza and all the Western stuff. I'm like, no, let's go
Yeah.
Malaysian. But
Yeah, they only want Malaysian, but when you live here, then you wake up in the
yeah,
morning, you say, what am I going to cook today? Okay, I want to cook Malay food or Chinese food or Indian food. Yeah, once in a while you do have to make the local food here as well. But nah, yeah. I prefer my own food. Yeah, even just rice with ketchup, yeah, and sambal belacan and little bit of salted fish. To me, it's happiness.
yeah. I know.
So when you boil now the santan, yeah, the coconut
Yeah.
milk, do you need to
Uh-huh.
be really careful because the coconut split, yeah? So you take
It
it to a boil
does,
and then you
and the
simmer it
recipe
or what?
actually says that. Make sure that you stir it constantly so it doesn't split. But you know what? I find that when I use canned
Yeah.
coconut milk, it doesn't split. Probably because of all the stabilizers they put in the coconut milk, right? But yeah, if you're using fresh coconut milk, you got to make sure that it
Okay.
doesn't split. But okay, so we're going to add the asam keping, right? The
Okay.
tamarind slices. That just gives a slight little sour note, okay? But it's not meant to taste sour. If you don't have it, just use lemon juice. A couple of squirts of lemon juice will do the trick, okay? And even if you don't have that, just leave it out altogether, okay? So this is
Yeah.
a recipe that's really meant to be really, really simple, okay? So we're not even actually, usually with most Malaysian like curries and those sort of recipes, you fry up the onion. All right, you always say your paste, your blended ingredients, fry it up with oil until the oil separates, and then you add the chicken and all that. No, with this you just heat up the coconut milk and the coconut water, and you just add this in. Okay, so remember this, if you're just joining us now, this is onion and ginger. And the reason why I mixed the two was
garlic.
I only needed the garlic in here. So the reason why I mixed the onion and ginger, otherwise I wanted to show you guys this onion, this ginger, but I only needed like a 1-inch piece of ginger, and I didn't have like the food processor wouldn't be able to grab such a small amount to fry it properly, right? So in goes the garlic.
This reminds me of the way Chef makes his Chef Ismail, makes his lemak, the rembau lemak that he would make, where nothing is fried, rather everything is just boiled together. And when you boil it, you really have to be a little bit careful, because like if you use fresh coconut, it will split. So you got to constantly stir it.
Yeah, cool. Oh, I'd love to try Chef Ismail's food. I can't wait to go to Kuala Lumpur and try his food there one day.
Oh,
for those of you who don't know,
really good.
His restaurant is called Restaurant Rebung, and it's located at Leeza will tell us. At
Lake Gardens.
Lake Gardens.
You can just Google Chef Ismail Rebung restaurant, you will get there. And the food that you get, I mean, like, okay, maybe I sound like I'm doing promotion for Chef Ismail, who's not even watching. But what I really like, is the variety of food. It's always like a buffet, but they have like all the different kampong food. And to me, kampong food is like to die for. I don't like fancy food. I like food as natural as it can get. And what you're cooking right now, it's really very, very natural. Everything, all the ingredients put in together, it's nothing fancy. It's really very authentic and very natural.
Cool. Oh, Haslina says pucuk asam beluga.
Haslina says, mix. Pucuk is the leaf. Delicious ulam. Yes, that one is really, really nice. What Gordon Ramsay gave up with agak measurement after being schooled by Auntie Aini. I don't know.
As long mixed tom yum using coconut water, super yum. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that one is nice. Yeah, that is interesting. Benar.
Yeah. Because I got some Malaysian ingredients from the Malaysian Agricultural and Finance and Food Industries today, actually, and they gave me some tom yum paste from Malaysia. A lot of people think, tom yum is Thai, but Malaysia has a big love affair with tom yum, right? And the Malaysian tom yum is to the Malaysians is a little bit different. So I want to try the tom yum paste from Malaysia, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out with the coconut water. It's a good idea. How long do you fry the chicken pieces?
That would be interesting to try with coconut.
Yeah, I fried it till they're 3/4 cooked, so not long. And obviously it depends on how big the chicken pieces were that you're using. But the idea is to just almost cook them all the way, but not quite. You want to finish them off with the oil. Do we half cook the chicken? Yeah, we 3/4 cook the chicken. So we've got, like I said, we've got the coconut milk, coconut water, and we've got the asam beluga, the tamarind slices. We're gonna add the cumin, okay. And also the fennel.
In Malay, we call it jintan halus and jintan manis.
Jintan halus. Jintan manis. Okay, jintan halus. And
this is like the thin one, which is the black cumin.
Okay. And he's still trying to grow bunga pandan. Bob Adlin says, kampung food, the best, especially home style.
It's the best.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to add the crushed black pepper. This is actually
Chili very good.
What's that?
Okay. It's actually very good co-hosting you because I don't need to read. You read.
Unlike the chefs, I've got this right in front of me because I've got my setup so that I've got my computer, my big screen computer right in front of me, so I can just read it. And the reason why I've got it set up this way is because like I've been doing live videos for 8 years, 7+ years, 8 years now. Because actually, when Google first launched their live streaming service 8 years ago, they contacted me directly and asked me to use it to do live cooking. So I've been doing this for a long time now, and so I usually do it myself. I don't have a host. It's only since MOMC came along that I actually introduced the whole hosting thing. But usually I have to do everything, so I have to read the comments and I have to answer them, sort of thing. So I'm used to doing it.
Okay, so I just send it to you like this, and then fill up the screen lah.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
But I you know, in German I would say I'm not beleidigt. Beleidigt is I don't kecil hati. So you see, guys, with MOMC, not only you learn how to cook, you learn German language also. Beleidigt means not kecil hati.
Beleidigt. Yeah. What other German words can you teach everyone today?
Oh, I don't know. You must ask me because right now it doesn't go into my head. Just now I only say don't kecil hati. It's not beleidigt. But ladies and gentlemen, all of you watching out there, if you want the Queen recipe, please sign up with MalaysianChefs.com. Join today. Don't just let us know where you're watching from. Ask other questions. It can be also interesting question, funny question, whatever question like you want to ask, right? And at the same time, if you're watching a replay, do a hashtag replay. Correct or not, Jackie?
Yep, correct. Yeah. And Zaleha's talking about the dark weather.
Oh my God,
right,
I'm so sorry.
What's happening with everyone in terms of the COVID-19 situation in their part of the world? Are they still under lockdown? Have they had new lockdowns? Or what's happening in your part of the world, Leeza?
Now we have our lockdown until January 10, which means to say, but I do believe that they are going to extend that further. So, but there is also Ausgangssperre. Ausgangssperre means you cannot leave the house at 9 o'clock in the evening until 5 o'clock in the morning, unless you are going to work. And in some regions in Germany, they also make sure that you cannot go out during the day as well. But the numbers in Germany, I don't understand lah. It's really climbing so high, and I try not to leave the house as much as I could, staying at home. I do not know. I think the problem is, I think we were a little bit relaxed earlier on, yeah, when initially we were doing very well, and then now the numbers are going very high. We were relaxed, so the numbers now starts to climb, and the temperature is getting cold, so it doesn't help. But
sure. Yeah,
I hope.
So what's the numbers? Like, how many
good, right?
What's that? Sorry?
Australia is very well managed.
Australia was very good until a few days ago. An American infection, they know based on the genome testing, but basically someone who flew in from America has managed to cause an infection here in Sydney, where so far they've got about 60 people infected. Before that, we had 0 local infections for for 12 days, and even before that it'll be like maybe 1 or 2 or something like that. But yeah, since a few days ago they had someone infect a whole bunch of people, and now they've basically locked down part of Sydney, and also they've put in new restrictions for the rest of Sydney. And it's really frustrating because it's just coming up to Christmas and everyone's already made Christmas plans. And up until this happened, we were allowed to have up to 50 people in gatherings in private homes, and they've cut it down to 10 now because of this. It's still nothing compared to places like Germany, I guess, because we're talking about like today they had 15 new infections from that cluster. 15 is nothing to the rest of the world, but Australia is so strict that we want to make sure we bring it back down to 0. So yeah, that's what's happening here.
We had 30 over 1,000.
Oh, not per
In
day
the last
though.
7 days, we had 30 over 1,000. No, in the last 7 days, we had 30 over 1,000.
Okay.
But this one lah, all the German lah, don't want to listen. Angela Merkel says, stay at home. No, want to go out, demonstration some more. Cuma pergi dengar kan, duduk kat rumah diam-diam. Tak nak dengar kata, satu kali kiuk, baru dia tahu.
Oh boy. Do they fine people who break the law, or do they issue fines if they get caught?
Now that you have to pay 200, yeah. So for Christmas, we are not allowed to leave. No, we can have another house coming, like household coming. So total, we have 5 people only allowed.
Oh, so it's person. Do you goreng with no oil, the cumin and fennel before you pour them? No, I did not hire him because the recipe actually calls for the powder straight. So no, I didn't fry it. So there's a little bit of salt already from the chicken, from the marinade, and I just want to taste it. And this is like, once the chicken is done, this is done. So it's really, really simple, and it tastes beautiful because of all the coconut milk and all the the subtle flavors from the pepper and all that. So what we want to do now is you just want to add salt to taste. It's just like typical Malaysian. The recipe says salt to taste, sugar to taste. Okay, so to taste, it's kind of like salt. You can kind of like agak-agak, right? Sugar, sometimes I struggle because sometimes when I look at a completely brand new recipe, I don't know if it should taste sweet. You know what I mean? Because to someone in Thailand, to taste might mean like 4 tablespoons of sugar in here.
Yes,
to a Malaysian,
oh my God, yeah.
To a Malaysian, we would just put maybe like a teaspoon, right, for this amount.
Yeah, that is sugar, right? Can we use also gula melaka? You think in that?
Yeah.
Instead of using white sugar. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that'll be healthier. So apart from the sugar, like this would be like carb free, right? Because it's just chicken. We have tier systems. Say Annie, where I live, was tier 2, then tier 3, and now turned into tier 4 overnight. Oh, bummer. I mean, the UK is really struggling, but you guys have the vaccine that you're rolling out. So it'll be interesting to see if it helps. Let's turn this down. But I hear the UK has like.
But in Germany, it took forever before.
What's that? Sorry.
In Germany, it took forever before they actually cleared the vaccine. So they are now trying. We can now slowly roll out. They want to give it before Christmas, at least, to the older people.
Oh, okay.
So that's why, guys, when you have all these problems, you stay at home, you watch the program, and you cook. And then we sit here and entertain you.
Exactly.
Make you salivate. You think, very hard. You don't want to do entertainment. I must drink water, thirsty.
Leeza is actually traveling to Singapore like in the next 2 weeks. Is that right?
Correct. I'm flying in on the 30th. Flying on the 30th, arriving on the 31st. It's the last day that you need to be back in Singapore. And if you do that, being a Singaporean, the Singapore government will still pay for your hotel 14 days. If you arrive on the 1st of January, pay yourself. I go back last day.
Nice. You still have to spend like 14 days in a hotel room. Do you know which hotel you're going to be staying at?
I have no idea, but I look forward to hosting a lot so that I will not die of boredom. So one Noria says, sedap tu ayam masak lemak hitam. Yummy. Memang sedap. Masalah. Cik Noria
Kak is actually a really good cook. Kak Ya is actually the owner of Min House. One Noria, one Ismail. She's actually the owner. Sorry, that's my phone talking to me. she's actually the owner of Min House Camp over in Kelantan, right? So if ever you go to Kelantan, you have to go to Min House Camp and check out the place. But she is a very inspirational woman. She too, like me, has a son with Down syndrome, and the Min House Camp is actually named after her son. Her son's called Min. I would say it's clever Singaporean you are, Leeza. Yes, sneaky.
You know, when the government pay, you have no choice. You take first, because after that they don't pay, you pay yourself. No, you know, to save 2,500, I can buy a lot of things. Can
Yeah, definitely. So do you get whichever you want, or do they just allocate it to you?
No, they don't. Give. I don't know. It's just allocated. So Haim say, masak lemak hitam, mak tak hitam. Oh, Haim, dia bukan masak lemak hitam. Sepatutnya hitam. Tapi pakai ni, pakai black pepper. Black pepper kan lagi hitam. Sebab itulah namanya. Ada faham tak, Cik Air? Okay, so the food is ready. It does look a little bit like a yellowish, from the turmeric.
Yeah, from the turmeric. That's right. So pretty straightforward.
Jackie, I got a good idea. Afterwards, Jackie, when you finish plating, you put the lada hitam on top, and then we show to Haim. Look. Now got hitam on top.
Yeah.
To garnish with the black pepper, please.
Yeah. I would imagine you can use...
Sorry. The asam galugo that you use, do you wash it first before you throw it in, or you just take it
throw it in straight?
Put it in?
I just put it in straight.
Okay.
Why do you wash it?
Because, when I use normally, because sometimes, the asam galugo or asam keping tends to be really sour, stuff like that. So normally, this is my mother lah. She would wash it a little bit, and sometimes she tend to also pre-soak it just for 1-2 minutes, and then she will introduce the asam galugo into the gravy, because sometimes it's overpowering.
Really? Why don't you just use less?
Because we are kampung people. Kampung people must use kampung recipe. We are not orang putih. Orang putih can use that. Kampung got asam. We use asam.
Yeah. No, it's interesting, because when I was traveling in Kelantan as well, I noticed they were doing a cooking demo of, I forget now, ayam percik, the sauce for the ayam percik, right? And they're using a gas stove, and they had it on maximum, but they're cooking the sauce with coconut milk. But you know how you worry about the coconut milk splitting? So they keep stirring and stirring and stirring. I was thinking, why don't you just turn down the heat? And now I realized, maybe it's because the kampung, they're used to cooking with charcoal, but you can't control the heat. So but yeah, as someone who's lived overseas for 35 years plus, my instinct would be just turn it down to the lowest setting and let it just gently simmer. I was thinking it's boiling and boiling so fast. Why don't you just kind of crank it down? But no, they just stir and stir and stir and stir and stir. I was thinking that's gonna be so tiring, because they were doing it for 10 minutes. It's well, there you go, guys. This is it. Very simple, right? And obviously, very mild. So this is actually excellent as a dish for people who aren't familiar with Malaysian food, maybe, or for people who really are in parts of the world where they think, I can't try Malaysian cooking, it's complicated. Halfway cooking dish out the asam keping to avoid the gravy becomes too sour. There you go. Take out your asam keping halfway through so it doesn't become too sour. See, good tip there. But yeah. So guys, like I said,
so many people teaching us and guiding us.
Yeah. But have a look. Sign up at our website, malaysianchefs.com/join today, and you'll get a special code. All right, we've set out our new membership area a little bit different. If you want to bypass, you just want to go to our website, our membership area, and access our e-magazines, you actually have to pay for it, okay? But if you want the free access, you have to sign up via malaysianchefs.com/join today. You get a special code that you can use when you create a login that will make it free for you, okay? So make sure you do that before we change our mind and stop handing out these free codes, okay? Let's have a look and see what other people are saying. Chef Bob, walaway lapas sudah si Ayam Masak Hitam. Thank you, Chef Bob. Hamima says, well done, Jackie. Very close to the Queens. Oh, wow. That is such high honor. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, there you go.
So no one gets to eat all the chicken now.
I know, yeah. Because like I said, this is perfect for kids, you know, because it's very mild. The flavors are all very mild. And it's very simple for a Malaysian recipe, insofar as ingredients, just a handful of ingredients, and you just basically campak kan. You just throw everything into a pot, bring it to a boil, add the chicken that's separately been kind of like just browned up a little bit. So I hope you guys give it a shot. Make sure you tag me when you do on social media. Yeah. And Leeza, so how did you end up in Germany?
If love is blind, love I am so blind, you know. Love is so blind. Bring me here, and then I open eyes, cannot see properly. Must use glasses. Yeah, Azlina was going saying like lapar, and she was sobbing. Hey Azlina, pergi masak boleh tak? Dah tengok kan resepi macam mana Jackie buat. Now you go masak, no need cry.
And thank you, Annie. Thank you, Azlina.
I've been in Germany right now, on and off, yeah. I was in Germany in the year 2007. Then I was only for 1.5 years, and then I moved back to Asia. At that time, I was in Bangkok, in all the other areas, in Kuala Lumpur as well. And then came back in 2016, I think. I came back 2016. And now I'm here until today. Hey, the food is really nice. Huh? Can you bring it closer so I can see it closer? Like What did you use to garnish it with?
I'll just coriander and some spring onion, just to give it a little bit of contrast. But you don't need it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Annie. That's very kind.
So Annie Thomas said thank you. Yeah.
For sharing
What
MSFA.
is MSFA?
That's my online coaching community. So Annie's one of our members, and I love my MSFA community. It stands for Malaysian Street Food Academy, and that's where people actually pay to learn from me online. All right, so they get like a whole library of all my cooking videos, and they get to access me directly every week. I do a live Q&A where they can ask me questions, and usually that actually involves me cooking more stuff as well to show them how to do it. And then once a month we do a master class where, because I used to own a Malaysian restaurant, for those of you who don't know, here in Sydney, Australia, and my specialty is hawker food, Malaysian hawker food with no pork. So anything that has a pork in the recipe, I convert it to a no pork, right, to other substitutes, because I don't eat pork myself. But yeah, once a month we do a master class on a popular or iconic hawker dish, right? And it's all based on recipes from my restaurant back in the day when I used to have it. And for those who don't know, the reason I gave up my restaurant 7 years ago was because I had a son who was very, very sick, Noah, that you might have seen now and then. He's got Down syndrome and he can't speak and all that, right? So nowadays I do everything online, including MOMC. But yeah, it's good fun. And I know that you do cooking demonstrations for Tourism Malaysia, Leeza, because I don't know how to describe you because I haven't got your bio. So how would you describe yourself in the context of Malaysian cooking to our audience?
Oh my God, this is now like, soalan cepumas. So I don't know how to describe myself too, actually. I mean, like, how would I describe? I don't have any, I'm not professionally trained as a chef, but I run along with Chef Ismail a lot, cooking together with him. We do demonstration here and there. So maybe Leeza is just a kepo girl lah, trying to follow chef or trying to cook something. I have no idea how I want to actually introduce myself. But I really do love cooking, and I think cooking for me, I don't like shortcuts. Yeah, everything needs to be as authentic and as natural. I don't like all
Something out
those
of a can.
additives and no.
Yeah.
No, really, no. I don't do this thing. So I like things as natural as it can get. And the food, I think, when you prepare like what you're preparing today, it is a very simple, basic ingredient. The smell of the food will come from the cumin and the fennel. This adds the smell. Yeah, so it gives a very nice smell to it. But it's very simple with all very simple ingredient. The ingredient is just to enhance the taste of the food. You know, what you prepare. It is not to overdo. Yeah.
That's
This
very
cooking
cool.
has done it very well. I would like to
Put it
do
on our
this.
website.
Okay.
Hi, thanks, Jackie and Leeza. Like this session, just so simple, just like a queen, a simple lady and mom. That's very cool. Thank you, Haim. Yeah, we'll have to meet the queen one day.
Haim knows the queen.
I guess so. A lot of people know the queen in our audience. Amima is yeah.
I'm also queen, but queen of my man.
Queen of Frankfurt.
Queen. Yeah, but seriously, Jack, I have no idea how I should introduce myself. I'm just a very happy person, naturally. And happy to be in the kitchen all the time. That's all. I'm a happy cook. Yes, that's what I am.
Oh, that's there you go. The happy crazy cook. No, Salim, Jackie, and Singapore. What's cooking? What's finished cooking is Ayam Masak Lemak Hitam, which is a chicken in a rich, creamy sauce. So it was very, very simple. You have to watch the replay. But anyone can attempt this, regardless of pretty much anywhere you are in the world. I'm pretty sure everyone should be able to find cumin and fennel and black pepper, obviously, and coconut milk, onion, garlic, ginger, and if you can get a hold of it, asam keping, which is the sour tamarind slices. If not, just a couple of dashes of lemon juice will do it. I know the queen, but
you got to read it. Betul. We also know the queen. The queen don't know us. Aduh, rosak betul. No, Salim is my auntie in Singapore. So now they watch regularly MOMC. And you were saying that for your classes, everybody has to pay. At the moment for MOMC, everything is free. So guys, it is free. You get access to all the recipe. And forget about just the recipe. You have access to the video. That means to say you also know how it's done. So please sign up to get all this when it's still free. Be like me. Fly to Singapore whilst it's still free.
That's a good point.
So kiasu.
Like Leeza, everyone. All right, guys. We have a lot of changes coming up with MOMC next year. This is week 3, and next week we'll wrap up week 4, and then we have a special marathon session with Norman Musa, and I will be co-hosting along with Liam Ghani. For some of you might remember Liam from South Africa, the original Penang boy. He's going to be co-hosting a special session with me on New Year's Eve. So make sure you set aside a date. And at the end of that, we're going to have a major announcement. So we're very, very excited to share that with you. But if you're interested in what we do, also Leeza is part of MOMC at Heart along with Chef Ismail. So we've got some fantastic lineups over there. But make sure you stay tuned, especially on New Year's Eve, to find out what these major announcements are. I think you're going to like it. All right. Thank you so much, Leeza, for hosting me.
Yeah.
So cool of you to step in.
Danke dir. Yeah.
So, danke sehr. Yeah, danke sehr.
Well done with the food. I'm going to make it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, make sure you tag me if you do. Everyone, if you do it, tag me, all right? Haslina says, Miss Liam's banter with Paul. I know, I think we all do. We're waiting for Liam to come back. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. We're going to bump out as usual with Tourism Malaysia. Ciao.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Ciao, ciao.
Leeza.
Thanks, Jackie. Thank you. Bye bye. Cheers.